Okay, I could be wrong or right here, but I'm going to try to start doing ideas in bundles because I figured it was easier to do these individually, but uploading them and identifying them and get on that's kind of a pain. So I don't know. I'm going to try to maybe do them in groups of five, so it's easier to watch and easier for me to upload and organize them in presentation. This is idea 30, I believe. Talking cars, and it's again a thematic thing that we can do a lot with. Okay, it's let's start with this one. Okay, um, the first one is like these cars, cars driven into a used car lot and left there, and it's many different models, and it's all of the competitors of Honda. And the Honda is the new car brought in, and the human being leaves after driving it. Once he walks away, it's almost like Cars, the animated movie, where these cars all talk to each other, but we just hear the audio. We don't see any animation or moving whatever grills. It's just implied that they're talking. And so when the Honda gets there, he's kind of like, "Hi guys," and you hear a bunch of cars being like, "Hey, it's a Honda, whatever." And he's like, "So how you guys doing? Like what's going on here?" And like an older car is like, don't get too comfortable, boys. Some of us have been here for months. Barry over there has been there for 2 years. And it's like what the worst car in the world. Let's say it's a Yugo or something is there, for 2 years. And then someone's just like, some girl car, like say like a VW Bug, is just like, don't be mean to him. He's cute or something like that. It's a good looking quarter Civic. And someone says to the little VW Bug, like, don't get too interested, honey, because he's a Honda. You know what that means? And the Honda's like, what does that mean? And it mean the old timer or some other car says, let's say it's like a Lincoln who has got like or a Jaguar that has with an English accent, and it's like well, for some reason, it seems as though the human beings prefer your species, your type, your whatever. So now I'm doing a French accent, but the point is the idea that some maybe arrogant car, upper crust car is saying that it's well known that no Honda ever sticks around long and gets to know anyone here at the used car lot because as soon as they're dropped off, they're bought. So that is the point of the spot. That of all the types, and again, we can have a lot of fun with this. The Jaguar with the English accent, the Mercedes has got the German accent. These types of things are fun. And they go so far because they're not one spot deals. I mean, this is a concept where I could do 28 ideas off of this. So the talking cars idea, okay, that's 30. It's 31. Talking cars at a workplace. It's a big lot of a megacorp, and as they're coming in, they're all talking like good morning, good morning, good morning. Be like someone cause like hey, I got 97 octane or 93 octane today. I'm feeling awesome, like they had coffee or something, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, who's the new guy or the new hire? And you see this car coming in, and it's a Honda, it's Honda, whatever. And basically, they're like, one car's like, again, the Mercedes, the Jaguar is like, oh, it's probably someone new in the mailroom, arrogant. The fun cars, the other fun cars, like the pickup truck with the southern accent, is like, that boy looks like he's an accountant or whatever it is, and they're still trying to all speculate who this car belongs to in terms of the human correlation. And you see the Honda then drive right up into the front row where all the executive spots are and where the CEO spot is there, and it's empty at this point. And Mercedes, Porsche, Ferrari, whatever's next to these adjacent to all this to this empty spot, and the Honda drives right up and in to the president's CEO spot, chairman. And the person hops out, look good, a woman, man, whatever, who's the obviously the president, the CEO, does the thing, and there's a pause, silence, and uh, after a beat, one of the Mercedes next to him, says, uh, you know, uh, welcome to Megacorp, Mr. Honda. Like everyone changes their tune for the punchline, and it's like a symphony at the very end of everyone being like, "Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir." So everyone that's been talking trash and the whole time it changes their tune because it's now the most important car on the lot. It's the CEO, the new CEOs. And so anyway, that's number 31, Talking Cars at Megacorp. First and 30 is Talking Cars at Used Cars Lot. Talking Cars goes to the next point in idea number 32, where basically they're at actually Honda lot. And at the Honda lot, basically, obviously, they're all Hondas, so they're all going, we're not going to make fun of any of them, but each one has a different voice, an Accord, a Civic, a Miniman, or whatever. And a bunch of new cars come in, and it's like, oh, it's like, it's the new class is here today. And as they come off the line, again, it's like the used car one, except the whole theme here is that instead of it being a comparison between the fact that Hondas get snapped up and the other cars don't, it's actually a variation that says, amongst all these Honda cars, they learn that, when, to shine your best, to always be, on test drives, to always, drive politely as if they have control over it, very funny things like that. And that, that it's almost like the Marines when you get there the first day at Paris Island, and these Hondas, these new ones, are reminded of what they are representing. It's like, you are to remember that you are a Honda and you are special, and to be a Honda is to be this and that and this and that. So it's almost like this pride issue where these young green brand new cars off the assembly line are being given by a car driving, if like sergeants usually go up and down the line of soldiers that are at attention. Well, these cars are parked obviously in a line and they're at attention, so to speak. And this car is giving to them, it could be a couple, it could be an Accord and a Civic, being like one being a sergeant, one being a general, depending on the nicer ones or the price points. But the point is, it is a funny tongue-in-cheek reminder of what's great about Honda, contextualized in a military sense, and that is the idea 31 or 32. So we have Talking Cars in the used car lot, 30 Talking Cars in Megacorp, 31 with the CEO spot, Talking Cars 32, which is in the Honda lot with the muster, if you will, of the new car recruits, quote unquote. And that's it. So that was a 7-minute 3 idea combo video, and I'll try it like that from now on.